I really don't know why that reminds me of one of the American Pie movies, but it does. Wait a minute. We don't want to hear it again. Okay, stop.
Yeah, like you're in a mosh. Sound like you're in a mosh.
Yeah, I don't know why that reminds me of one of the American Pie movies, but for some reason it does. All right, welcome back to the hashtag Brothers Baseball Show. It is the family edition with the second and third segments. There's Anna, there's Mike. I'm Willie. What is going on, family?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Wonderful. Wait a minute. We got to make Anna laugh. What can we do to make Anna laugh real quick?
I don't know. It's going to be a tough one today.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, just in case you missed it in the first segment, good, bad, ugly, baseball. And I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I will ask you guys about it here in just a second. But, yeah, the good, the bad, the ugly was actually two goods. One bad and one ugly, and the bad and the ugly kind of bled into each other because it was very, very ugly with that. So just in case, or actually, let's see, before we go any further, this second segment, it is being brought to you by us. Thank you for tuning in to the hottest future forward online sports network in the collective galaxy, the BGC Sports Network, hashtag BGCSN1 and hashtag BGCSN2. Stream us while you work, cook, or clean at home on Alexa by saying, Alexa, start BGC Sports Network. Also, check us out at bgcsports.net for schedules and upcoming events. Also, the show in its entirety can be heard on the TuneIn app. Just search BGC Sports. We will be on the 12s and 6s and 1s and 7s. That's Central Standard Time on BGCSN 1 and 2. Okay. So I want to ask you guys, let me ask you guys this first. And thank you guys out there for checking us out. Where? On Facebook, through my personal page, through the network's page, through the media group's page, as well as LinkedIn, YouTube, to the big homies, rest in peace, DH Impact, Darian Hopkins page, as well as the network's page. We have Instagram TV, and we got a couple of Twitters out there too. So thank you guys for always rocking with your folks. Okay, so the College World Series is going on as we speak, or not as we speak, but as of tape time. Let's put it that way. And on Monday, there was a kid by the name of Gage Wood for the Pig Sueys, University of Arkansas. Did you guys hear or see what he did on Monday in the game against Murray State?
Heard he threw a no-hitter. All right.
Not only did he throw a no-hitter, he struck out 19.
Damn. And it was his third no-hitter.
No. It was the third one in the history of the College World Series. But it was the first one, I want to say, in 65 years, maybe. And then only the third one, of course, since in the 78-year history of that tournament. But not only that, he was one hit batsman away from a perfect game. Not a walk, not a hit, but a hit batman. He hit a batter, is what I'm trying to say. So I was actually checking the game out, and at the end of it, they were talking about how his draft stock is moving up. So he's now projected to be like a mid to late first rounder. And you know how it is in baseball. You know, those guys, they don't go to the show for a couple of years unless you're Paul Skeens or whatever. But yeah, so I just want to throw that out there and see if you guys had seen that or not. Okay. So before we get to the week that was, we do have, and I saw your comment, Anna, and I don't know where it's coming from. But we just gonna have to make do. But we do have another edition of course, y'all know what we call it. It's that thing that is either inside or outside the world of baseball. And it makes you say, oh my God. I'm going to play it again.
Oh my God.
So this version of Did You See That comes from the Cincinnati Reds. And the Cincinnati Reds, ladies and gentlemen, are in second place as we speak, or again, as of tape time. And Ellie De La Cruz is there. Jose Trevino is there, and so many other great young talent that they have. I think Hunter Green guys may be in line for some Cy Young consideration. What do you guys think in the National League about that? And then there were crickets.
He's definitely looked impressive.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he deserves some votes. Hopefully he gets them.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he does deserve some as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. So this did you see that comes from friend of the show, the big homie, none other than Jose Trevino, and he's at the dish. So I'm just going to go ahead and play the thing. Let me shut up and just play the thing.
Trevino drills the first pitch, deep left center, and gone, tie game. Fourth of the year, a breakout campaign for Jose Trevino. Trevino drills the first pitch, deep left center.
He got all of it. All of it.
The year, a breakout campaign for Jose Trevino.
And I don't know, I can't remember exactly which game that actually was. But for the Reds and that crew, the Big Red Machine is back. Well, maybe not the Big Red Machine, but y'all know what I'm saying. Any thoughts on Jose unleashing that bomb in that game to tie the game up? Mike?
Just tremendous power. I mean, up and coming player. And, I think he's going to be good for years to come.
Anna?
Yeah, I mean, that was tremendous. And that was Zach Gallen, it looked like, who he hit it off of, who – has been really dominant at a lot of times. He's not been as dominant this year, but that to me makes it even more impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I told him one time, I said, it's hard to have your favorite player that's on a team that you don't root for. And I didn't root for Texas, and I didn't root for the Yankees, but I always rooted for him. And even when he was with Texas, he actually said how much he misses playing at the Coliseum, which I find to be a little surprising because that place is a dump. But to each his own. So that's the did you see that? Now let's get to the week that was. Okay, so the 2-8 in their last 10, losers are 4 in a row. The Phillies have actually won 4 in a row. They're 5-5 in their last 10. And then the A's are still in last place, but we have won 6 of our last 10, and including 3 in a row, which includes a sweep in Kansas City. So, who wants to go first? Raise your hand if you want to go first. Nobody wants to go first. I'm going to call on somebody. Anna, go first.
Oh, lucky me. Thanks for sweeping the Royals because that actually helped the Twins. The week was not good, but the only solace I have in this is almost everyone in, the American League Central did not have a good week. Every team, the Royals, the Twins, the Guardians, all 2-8 of their, they've won 2, lost 8 of their last 10. And the Tigers are only 5-5 in their last 10. So that's about all I can say right now, and on to a new week and more pitching injuries and player injuries. So crossing my fingers that they're not serious and that we can kind of rebound here.
So what is Royce Lewis's ailment this time?
Same thing. Hamstring, same leg as last time. So I don't know. They're saying it's mild. I don't really know. I didn't see like an estimate on timing, but that's just disappointing. And then, Byron Buxton got hit somewhere between the wrist and elbow on his forearm, and I haven't seen how serious that is, but he was supposed to be in Sunday's game after being hit on Saturday, and then he got scratched from the lineup. So he's hurt, and, the Pablo Lopez thing, which I think happened a few weeks ago now, but then our kind of backup to him, Zebby Matthews, he got put in the injured list, and then the team gave up double-digit runs in like 3 or 4 games. So it's been challenging, but I'm still riding with my team. Things are not over. There's plenty of time to go. I don't know that I have a lot to smile or laugh about, but I'm trying really hard.
Can I give you something else to cry about? Well, it may make you laugh, but I think it's pretty funny. May I do that, Anna, please?
I mean, if you want to make me cry live, I'm not sure I'm in favor of that, but
Oh my God.
Okay, so this is something that I like to play whenever something ridiculous has happened. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen the original Friday, the movie Friday, but there was a part where I forgot the dude's name, but he was he went to Smokey and Craig, or Craig and Smokey were.
Debo.
And Debo was there, and Debo hit him, and the dad showed up, and he said this.
Get off your ass and get in this car, boy. I don't know why you come down here messing with these people.
So, hell's his name? What's his name?
That was I forgot. He's passed away. That comedian has passed away. But here's
not John.
No, not John Witherspoon, but he was Craig's dad. But here's what I want to say: the Tigers, the Twins, the Guardians, the Royals, and the White Sox combined have lost 20 games in a row.
Didn't know that.
I mean, was that supposed to make me feel better? I don't know if it makes me feel better or worse, but everybody's doing bad, so it does actually make me feel better.
Hey, my Phillies were in the toilet last week. I mean,
Well, wait. There's more. There's more.
Can't wait to hear this.
The American League Central in the last 10 games have a combined win total of 17. 17 wins and 35 losses.
Yeah. Well, the struggle is real.
The struggle is real.
It's a long season.
It's a week-to-week thing, like Mike said. I mean, a couple weeks ago they were doing so great. It like comes and goes. Look how the season started. So there's plenty of time. Got to keep hanging in there.
I mean, I was bashing my Phillies last week.
Well, it's time for you to put the Phillies up on a pedestal, because obviously the fortunes for the Philadelphia Phillies have changed over the past 10 days or so. So now, after that bashing, maybe they heard you, Mike. I'm not sure, but there's some.
I went knee deep.
Yeah.
I went knee deep on the show last week. And they answered the bell.
So 4 winners of 4 in a row, and the week begins with a series against the Miami Marlins, which could very well see that winning streak extended. But Mike, I mean, there's a little bit of trouble in paradise, even with this 4-game winning streak. Your guy's going to be on the IL for a minute. What's going on there?
Well, from what I'm hearing, I mean, on the airwaves in Philly, it's a wrist injury, but there's rumors that it's more serious going back to last season. But, the Phillies really don't reveal nothing. So, hey, they won. They came home against the Cubs. They took 2 or 3. They swept Toronto. So, both teams are hot. So, they're taking care of business without Bryce Harper. Everybody's stepping up. Alec Boehm's killing the ball. Trey Turner's leading the league in hits. Schwarber's, I think he's coming around, but the pitching's there, and these guys are stepping up at the right time. They're the general's out, but you got other guys on this team. I mean, Nick Castellanos with the grand slam on Sunday. And, they just blew Toronto out yesterday, 11-4.
Yeah, and that Sunday, of course, that game on Sunday, that was the clincher for the series in terms of the sweep goals. But let's switch gears real quick because Rafael Devers is no longer in Boston. He, of course, was traded to the San Francisco Giants for Jordan Hicks, a couple of prospects, big time prospects for the Giants, and some other stuff. So and I know you've dealt with the guys from the Pesky podcast, and shout out to those boys because they're doing everything up there. I've been on the show with them before. They absolutely love Rafael Devers in Boston, but I think he may have turned the fans a little sour because he really wasn't being a team player when they signed Bregman from the Houston Astros in the offseason. So who do we think is going to end up ultimately winning this trade, Anna?
You're going to make me pick? I think they both win big time here. I give the Giants a little bit of an edge. I think this gives them a leg up. I think this is what they needed to kind of propel themselves. They've been neck and neck with, the Dodgers throughout a lot of the season. They've been a little up and down, but they're doing well now. And I think this is kind of the up they needed. But on the flip side, I also think this really benefits the Red Sox. They dumped off a bunch of money, got rid of somebody that clearly was not happy. And I know the fans are devastated, but this was the right thing for the team. Most people don't get to just decide they don't want to do what somebody wants them to do and get to keep their job. That's just not how things work. And every time another kind of wrinkle unfolded in this, it made me less fond of Rafael Devers because it just felt like like you said, he wasn't being a team player. So I know the fans love him. I know that a lot of people don't understand why this deal was made, but to me, this was the right move for everybody. And I do think the Giants edge out the Red Sox winning this here.
All right. Before we go to break, Mike, real quick, do you think, or are we seeing the possible end of Matt Chapman at third base in San Francisco? He's a great defensive third baseman. He's had some issues with his bat. Do you think that we're seeing the possible end of Matt Chapman there in San Francisco?
I would say so. I mean, Devers, I think that's just going to put the Giants up, battling with the Padres and the Dodgers. And just to piggyback off what Anna said, I mean, this could catapult the Giants right to the National West Division title.
Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to mute our mics and turn off our cameras. That's going to do it for the second segment. Come on back on the other side. We're going to get to the look ahead and the power rankings. That's Anna. That's Anna. I almost said I'm Mike. That's Anna. There's Mike. I'm Willie. Y'all coming back and holler at us.
Are you feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of your next step in life? It's time to take charge with Don't Jump Life Coaching Solutions. I'm Patrice Epting, and alongside Willie, we're certified life coaches here to guide you through life's toughest challenges.
Whether it's mental health, relationships, or shifts in mindset, we'll help you discover your purpose and move forward with confidence.
Life doesn't have to hold you back. Take the leap with Don't Jump Life Coaching Solutions.
Schedule your free consultation today by calling 469-358-5241.
ShakeBack Media Group, Willie Epting Jr., hashtag Brothers of Baseball. Where are we? We are at the official MLB apparel store live in New York City. Man, the show, 12s and 6s, 1s and 7s, BGCSN 1 and 2. Come on, check your boy out, Willie Epting Jr., hashtag Brothers of Baseball.
Welcome back to the third and final segment of Dance Fever. I mean, the solid gold. No way.
Danny Tario.
Soul Train. Look, okay, welcome back to the third and final segment of the hashtag Brothers of Baseball show. Big Game Christian Sports Network. There's Mike, there's Anna, here's Willie. We are just having a good time here in the studio like we do. And I don't think I've ever seen Rocky Balboa dance before, and I just did.
You saw me. I do it every week, pretty much.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know where I've been. I haven't been paying attention. Okay. Just in case you missed it in the second segment, we talked. What did we talk about? Oh, we talked about Rafael Devers, and we talked about something else. I can't remember.
Before the Twins are doing.
Oh yeah, the week that was, and then I threw out a stat that just tickled my fancy. It just did. I mean,
oh, man.
Rude.
All right, we got to get to the hashtag look ahead, and of course the power rankings. Anna and Mike are going to give theirs, and I'm going to critique it. Unfortunately, I don't have my power rankings set for this week, but that's okay, because y'all didn't come to hear me or watch me. Y'all came to watch Anna and hear Mike and Anna. All right, we got a couple comments too before we actually move forward. Adam says, shout out to Gage Wood from the University of Arkansas for pitching a no-hitter in the College World Series on Monday. First since 1960, 19 Ks versus Murray State. And Murray State was that Cinderella team that had captured the hearts of America. So congratulations to them for having a great season. And of course, congratulations again to Gage for that feat. Red Sox did sweep the Yankees this past weekend. I think as somebody has said, is the Red Sox, are they now the kryptonite for the Yankees? I don't know. And then Daniel's always checking in. Hey, everyone. Happy Monday. Appreciate you always, sir. All right. Third and final segment. It is being brought to you by us. Who is us? We are us. Who are we? It's not Toys R Us. It is your chance to continue to support the BGC Sports Network. Is finally here. Introducing the My BGC merch store, where you can purchase authentic BGC merch like our BGC coffee mugs, the overhyped, unofficial, slightly censored Turkey Den t-shirt, the BGC desk mat, and so much more. Just go to My BGC merch page at bgcsports.net and place your order today or tonight or tomorrow or last week, next week, this week. Just do it. My BGC merch, it is waiting on you. Okay, again, thank you guys out there for continuing to rock with us on all of the social media platforms. We're going to continue on with the show because we have to do that. That is what we do. And Mike, did you have any other thoughts on the Matt Chapman situation with the Giants? Because with Devers, I don't think Devers is as good as a defensive third baseman as Chapman is, but his bat is better. So maybe they can find a way to make it work. But then also, the Giants have said that Devers will play third and he will play first also. So Chapman could not be going anywhere.
Right.
So
It's a little weird that he was unwilling to play first for the Red Sox and jumps right in and is like announcing he's playing first for the Giants. So add that to the reasons that he's a Giant now.
Well, just like you said, they went out and signed Alex Bregman, and I know he was, fit to be tied, and it's kind of just, Devers just took a back seat to that, and pretty much, made him sour. So, new city, new fresh start, different leagues coming over to the Giants, and Giants are playing great ball.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, to piggyback on that, obviously with Devers going to San Francisco, he's on an instant contender. Right. And they've got some great horses in that rotation out there in San Francisco. I don't really care for the Giants because I'm an A's fan, and A's fans and Giants fans are like oil and water. They hate each other. They just don't mix. Let me put it that way. Okay. It is time for the power rankings, Big Day. So you can go ahead and hit the music. I know y'all can't hear it. I can hear it in my head. Pigskin Petey. Team Anna. Go Twins. Anna, do you want to explain Team Anna?
I don't know. Maybe Petey needs to explain. He's a fan. He has a podcast of his own. He does his thing. So I support him. He's out here supporting me.
Very good.
And us.
We appreciate it. Thank you, Petey. I was beginning to wonder if it was that other cat that called you the
Nubian,
the white Nubian goddess. Oh, you can just believe that you're never going to live that down. Okay.
He's missing in action. Too bad.
Yeah, well, maybe. I mean, anybody that we can get watching. Okay, and then we have Bailey saying Oakland A's are going to be the team to beat one day. I don't know what day that's going to be, but because they're no longer in Oakland, Bailey. But we appreciate your support as the A's will be the stadium involved in Las Vegas will be I think they've already broken ground on it. And it should be ready to go by the 2027 start of that season. So, okay, big day. Again, let's get to the power ranking. So we have top 5 in the American League, top 5 in the National League. We have hashtag Jabo just a bit outside in both leagues. And then we have top 10 in the majors. I want to pick on Mike first because his team is doing better than anybody else's these last few days. So Mike, go ahead and give us your top 5 in the senior circuit.
Top 5 in the American League are the Tigers, the Yankees.
That's the junior circuit. I said the
National League.
National League is the senior circuit.
The Mets, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Phillies, and the Padres.
Interesting. So you have the Mets, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Phillies, and the Padres. Okay.
Oh, I meant to say Giants.
Oh, the Giants. Okay. Okay. Anna, can we get your top 5 in the senior circuit?
Yes. Mine's actually really close to Mike's. I have Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, but then I have Giants 4th and Phillies 5th.
So you have Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, Giants, Phillies.
Yep.
Okay. I actually have the Mets, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Phillies. And I have so that's my top 5. The Mets, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Giants, and the Phillies. Okay, just a bit outside for the National League. Mike, go.
Padres, Brewers, Cardinals, Reds.
Exactly the same for me.
I'm going to throw another team in there. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Diamondbacks in there because they're an enigma to me. Eugenio Suarez is out there swinging a pretty good bat. And we talked about him a little earlier in the season when he hit 3 home runs in one game, right? And so, yeah, I'm going to stick them in there as well. I got the same exact order as well. Okay, American League, top 5 Mike. No. Anna, go.
Detroit, New York, Houston, Tampa Bay, and Toronto.
Wow.
I need you to repeat that.
Detroit, New York, Houston, Tampa Bay, and Toronto.
Okay. Toronto has a -12 run differential. And
but I mean, outside of getting swept by the Phillies, they've been really killing it.
Okay. Mike, your American League top 5.
I got the same exact thing.
The same exact thing. So you have the Tigers, the Yankees, the Astros, the Rays, and the Jays.
Yeah.
So now we went from having 3 teams from one division, the AL Central, to having 3 teams in a different division in the AL East. Okay, I've got the Tigers, the Yankees. Actually, you know what? I've got the Tigers, the Astros, and the Yankees. I've got the Rays, and I'm gonna put the Mariners in there above the Blue Jays at this point. So that's my top 5. All right, just a bit outside in the American League for you, Anna. Go.
I have Red Sox, Twins, Mariners, and Rangers.
Yeah, the Rangers have been playing some stellar ball these last few days as well. So they've won 7 out of their last 10 to include 4 in a row. They're coming off of a sweep against the White Sox. No. Yes. Yeah, the White Sox. They swept the White Sox. Okay, Mike, you're just a bit outside for the American League.
Rangers, Twins, and Red Sox.
Rangers, Twins, and Red Sox. Okay. I've got the Jays. I have the Twins first, and then the Jays, and then the Red Sox, and then the Rangers, and then the Guardians. The Guardians, I don't know what's going on with them, but they better get it together or they're going to find themselves in a world of hurt. And Stephen Vogt could go from manager of the year last year to a cellar dweller. Well, they won't be in the cellar because the cellar because the White Sox are in the cellar. But shout out to the White Sox, man. I'm sorry. Shout out to the Colorado Rockies. We didn't give them any love the last time because they actually swept. Who was it? The Marlins that they swept?
Yeah,
they swept somebody.
So
yeah. So yeah. Let's give the Colorado Rockies or the Denver Rockies a little love because they've struggled like the last 3 years, and now they're the worst team in baseball. All right, how much time do we have left in this show? Oh, we only got 3 minutes left to go, y'all. Okay, top 10 in the majors. Mike, go.
Tigers, Mets, Dodgers, Cubs. Oh, wait, let me change that. Tigers, Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, Astros, Giants, Phillies, Rays, Brewers, and Padres.
One more time.
Tigers, Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, Astros, Giants, Phillies, Rays, Brewers, and Padres.
Okay. All right. Anna, can we get your top 10, please?
Tigers, Mets, Cubs, Dodgers, Giants, Yankees, Phillies, Astros, Rays, Blue Jays.
Forgot the Yankees.
No, you didn't. They can stay out of the top 10 for all week.
And I counted. I have all 10 this time because last week I only had 9.
I don't know how I forgot the Yankees.
All right, so we got a couple minutes left to go. Let's address these comments because they're still rolling in. Bailey says, "Are you going to talk about the Dodgers still winning even though they have a makeshift pitching rotation?" You know what? Shohei Ohtani will have pitched on Monday night against the Padres for the first time in 600 some odd days.
2 years.
I talked about that in the first segment. That's part of the good. So that's only going to strengthen the resolve for the rotation for the Dodgers. Also, Bailey says rotation Giants are reaching to the Dodgers. Killer miss me with that. Okay. All right. I hate the Dodgers and I don't like the Giants either. But if you made me pick between the two teams, I would pick the Giants all day, every day. All day, every day. And one other thing, too, another good note for the Yankees. On Monday, Giancarlo Stanton returned to the lineup. So what, we're basically more than a quarter into the season, and he's just now making his debut. So there's three things in baseball you can always count on: Mike Trout getting hurt, Giancarlo Stanton getting hurt, and throw something else out there. The White Sox and the Colorado Rockies not being very good.
Battling for worst team in baseball.
That is what it is. Okay. Guess what, guys? You know what it is, right? I need y'all to say something. Say something.
Fair or fair?
No, fair or fair.
We're done.
That's the end of the show.
That's it. I tried.
Oh, man.
I know you usually do fair or fail, but
yeah, we didn't get a chance. We didn't even get to the look ahead, so we just having too much fun. All right, up next is Greg Hyman, Empire Sports. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. For the homies or the family, Mike and Anna, this is Willie, the dopest engineer in the game, Big Day. Y'all stay safe. Y'all hug each other. Y'all love each other. I promise it's going to be all right, and we'll holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.
Have a good week.
All right, guys. Dang, we didn't make Anna laugh at all this show.
I don't think she's in a laughing mood.
Not.
Okay, well.
We're still live, so.
Oh, we are, aren't we? Okay, so we still get a chance to make Anna. We're still on the air. So this is the hashtag Brothers of Baseball Extra Innings OT. No, we're just joking. Goodbye. We're out.